Xian Zhang is the symphony's first female music director, and she just kicked off her inaugural season with the opening concert over the weekend, and she's got a lot more in store for the symphony. But first, she is here on our couch. Welcome to New Day.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations, girl power. I love hearing
you.
this. So what excites you the most about stepping into this new role, would you say?
Seattle Symphony has some of the most wonderful, the highest level talents.
Wow.
In the world.
Really?
The musicians are playing at such a high level, but they don't get to be acknowledged very often. And I really want to acknowledge that. We have really special talent here in this orchestra. And ever since the first visit, for me, it was in 2008 that I came here to guest conduct Seattle Symphony. I fell in love with the city. I mean, the weather, I grew up in a sort of a coastal town, a little cold and always a little tiny bit rainy,
okay,
but a lot of seafood. So ever since then, I loved Seattle, and I've been visiting quite often. So very happy I'm finally here. And throughout the past couple of days, the audience and our board members and musicians and the whole community just made me feel so welcomed, and thank you. I appreciate that very much.
It feels like almost like a coming home then for you with those similarities.
It does.
Amazing.
And I made a few visits through the announcement, and but it feels great. I feel at home. So.
Oh, well, we love hearing that. How did you first get into music?
My parents already had their mind set before I was born. That's my mom holding me. I think I was probably 2.5 years old.
Oh, wow.
And she borrowed a little sort of organ thing. She had to pedal because I couldn't reach it. I was so little. She pedaled so it would create the air to produce the sound, and she would teach me on the keyboard a little bit. I was barely 3 in this photo. So, but they named me. My name, Xian, means the string, like the string instrument, one of them. And with my last name, Zhang, which means to open, which, coming together means open string, which is totally a musical name. Of course, all of that happened before I was even born.
I love those stories. It's like the invisible string theory, all of it. It was kind of decided.
Some things were meant to be. I don't know. I did not plan.
Beautiful. And this past Saturday, like we talked about, was opening night as music director for the Seattle Symphony. What was that like, just walking out on stage?
In my whole life, my whole career, I've been made to feel like a rock star only twice. One time was at the proms. That was in 2013 when I was leading La Verdi Orchestra. Back then I was music director there in Italy, in Milan. And that was our first visit to England. And when we came out from the Royal Albert Hall, out of the stage, they applauded, and everybody in that orchestra felt like we were being treated like rock stars.
Yes.
But on Saturday night, and my thanks to the audience and the musicians, they made me feel the second time in my whole life feel like that again. So it was very special.
Well deserved. What's the connection like between you and the orchestra?
During that concert Saturday night, I mean, we've played many times together, but Saturday night was really special. I felt the musicians were really giving, not only in the sound, in the music they were making, they were giving a lot of emotion and commitment. You can feel that when people, you sit together and close by, you feel how much they're giving, and that was really moving. I was very touched.
Oh, it's just beautiful. For those who may not know, I think this is a really interesting question. What does a music director specifically do?
A music director, when people see us, audience, they come to the concert, you see the back of me, and I wave my arms, and I make the music go to a certain tempo. But that's already the end result. Before that point, I would have selected the repertoire. I would have chosen the right soloist. Like for Saturday, we had Simon Trepczewski for the Greek piano concerto. It was phenomenal, really the highest level of performance. And after that, I would have to prepare the orchestra for usually 2.5 days to get the musicians, the players ready to the music the way that we really want to go. So a lot of stuff behind scenes. And also on the admin front, it is within my duty to select musicians. When I hire tenure-tracked musicians, I would have to decide who to hire. That's a very rigorous selection process, always happening. And also, I also work with the board on fundraising. I talk to local partners to develop a lot of projects together. So yeah, it's a lot to do.
A lot of hats you're wearing. What do you have in store for this season that people can look forward to? And is there a program you're the most excited about?
This week, tomorrow morning, we're going to start rehearsing our opening classical program, which is a huge, huge piece. It's a power piece for a symphony orchestra like us. It's called the Pictures at an Exhibition by Mussorgsky. That's a huge, huge, huge. It's like you go for the Olympics as an athlete.
Wow.
That's where you go for.
Whoa.
It's a huge show that we're very excited about it. And there's another piece by Kodály, Hungarian composer. It's called The Dances of Galanta. That's the piece we're going to open the program with. It's really special. Galanta, it's between Vienna and Budapest. So this area, the composer Kodály, he remembered from ever since he's a kid, all the dances and folk songs he heard when he was a kid, and he put all into this music.
Beautiful.
It's incredible. And the second piece of the program will be Abel's Delights and Dances. We're inviting a quartet. These are all really high talented young players, winners from the Sphinx organization. And these are talents coming from underprivileged backgrounds. And I feel very special to feature them in the opening program. And they'll be playing this very jazzy piece. Abel's only composed this piece not long ago, 5 years ago, I believe. So that's our opening. Then the finale of this season in June next year will be Beethoven 9, very famous, very popular. Everybody knows the Ode to Joy. And paired with our artist in focus, composer Stephen Mackey. He's composed a piece called The Riot. I find that very attractive. If you put The Riot together to go with the most traditional and powerful Beethoven 9, it's a really
match
brilliant
made in heaven.
pair. I know.
Thank you so much for being here. And just a reminder, the next performance with the Symphony is this coming Thursday, September 18th. Just check the Symphony website for more information on the scheduling.